For the latest Transformer news, reviews, and more, visit tformers.com. You're watching Radio Free Cybertron with your hosts, Brian Kilby, J.D. Church, Rob Springer, John DeLuna, Lady Rick, Bweebum, featuring XV.
Oh god, this video is so much more out of date than it was the last time I was on the show. Hey, I'm Brian Kilby, host of Radio Free Cybertron. I've not been here for like a month. Thanks to JD for covering for me.
No problem, sir.
I don't think thanks is really adequate to cover it, Brian.
Yes, that's true. So this week we have me, Brian Kilby, JD Church, Rob Clay, Peter Van, XV, John DeLuna, and currently absent Ender.
Oh, yeah, he just vanished.
He just walked away.
We have Ender's empty living room, or whatever.
That can't be his living room.
Well, whatever it is.
There's only one Optimus Prime that I see. His living room has to be full of them.
Surely not.
Okay, so we have Ender's empty closet.
Ender's empty closet. Hey, that would be a great idea for like a segment on the show. Hey, so this week on Radio Free Cybertron, we want to wish a happy birthday to Monzo. Yay, happy birthday, Monzo.
You have a first onslaught on your shelf. It told you his birthday was today.
Yes. So, Monzo we haven't done a Stump Monzo in, I don't know, a year and a half. But
we haven't done a Stump Monzo since like 3 people in a row stumped him.
Well, Monzo of TF Wiki fame, of AllSpark fame, and formerly, kinda, sorta, I guess, of Radio Free Cybertron fame, is of course the scariest, most awesome fan in existence, and he was immortalized on the Universe Onslaught on the side Tampagraph. It says Monzo 127 82. So Monzo is 29 years old today, so happy birthday, Monzo.
Only one more year to go.
Wait,
yes.
82?
Yeah, Monzo's older than you are.
That's not 27.
29.
29.
Oh, I thought you said 27. I'm sorry.
No, 29.
29.
Yes, but Monzo's awesome. Hey, there's Ender. And he has no audio.
He's warming up.
Go, Ender.
That would explain the total lack of laughter.
Yes. Indeed.
Or we were just appalled by your tirade.
Yes.
Well, we'll go with that.
We're just wishing a happy birthday to Monzo. Hey, so last month was National Podcast Post Month. I think that's what it was called. We just called
Kick JD's butt month.
JD did like 12 or 14 podcasts last month.
I did 6 podcasts in 4 days.
Yes.
One of them was mine.
Yes.
It was pretty awesome.
But we had a lot of fun with that. So we literally posted a podcast each day for the month of November. A couple of new ones came up.
I think we actually made it all the way through the month without missing a day.
We did, without missing a single one. So, because of complications last week, like a wreck and the fact that I was still at work, and because JD was tired, we did not do Radio Free Cybertron last week. So,
Yet no one called the guy who cannot shut up.
You're on the mail list. Why don't you check your email?
Oh.
Oh,
snap.
Oh,
I'm sorry, Ender.
You didn't send me an email.
Yeah, the tfradio.net email.
I think you might want to recheck my contact information.
Okay, I think it's your Matt Nito email.
Yeah, that's what it should be, but I...
Sorry. Okay.
I found out when the shows were when the rest of the world did.
Hey, so big news this week. Big news. BotCon, Dallas. Awesome.
Yeah.
yes! I win! I win, bitches!
April 26th through 29th. I know there have been a lot of fans on the internet complaining about this, but Dallas is my favorite city that BotCon has ever been in. Better than the one that's like an hour away from my house. So
I think there's a more valid complaint in the location, though.
The timing.
Which is that it happens to be finals week for a lot of schools.
Yeah, and it's like 4 months away. 5 months away.
Well, you know why? Well, that's good, though, right? I mean,
hey, man, good deals in the dealer room.
Yes. Every day's like Sunday. But yeah, so BotCon...
set up a lawn chair and wait till Sunday afternoon.
God, everything's free at that point. April 26th, again, through 29th. I'm excited. I should be there this year. Thank God. I missed it last year.
And me!
I was
right there!
I'll get to meet JD... Oh, wait. I'll get to see JD again. I keep forgetting our encounter. I'm sorry, JD. I do remember Heath, though. I do remember meeting Heath and getting my picture with him.
Yep.
That is a really stellar picture of you two.
That is the saddest picture ever.
It's like, look at these two pathetic geeks.
That should be the album art this week.
Each other.
If I take the time to like do some video editing, I will put that over overlay that picture. That is just like the worst picture ever.
It's so funny.
Yeah, his mustache is classic.
Oh man.
Yeah. Okay. So
has that anyway.
So yeah, BotCon. So we should have a pretty substantial showing there this year. Don't know what officially we'll be doing, but at the very least, most of us will be there. So that's exciting. Matt, Ender, are you going to be there?
Juggling chainsaws.
Yes. So I saw on Facebook, on our Facebook page, you said that you were scheduling your thing for NotCon. So I'm getting old and slow on the vernacular the kids are using these days. So is that phrasing for like SlagaCon or SavCon, or are you actually planning on going to BotCon?
No, that was just what last year while you were putting up BotCon posts, I was putting up NotCon posts.
So I take it we're not seeing.
I respond like, okay, I just arrived in my living room where I found out the same news everyone else at BotCon found out 10 minutes ago in my underwear.
Okay. So we're not seeing you this year.
BotCon.
Well, that's sad. I would love to see you again, so I can get another hug.
Actually, I was saying a minute ago, I was very surprised. I mentioned to my wife that they'd announced where it was, and
that's not a bad flight
for
you.
Outright laugh at me like it was like completely ridiculous that there was any suggestion I might go. So
that's not a big trip. I mean, that's like just a shot down, isn't it?
She's a very forgiving woman. Well,
she's not pregnant this time.
There are two places BotCon can essentially be for me. There's ones that you have to get on a plane and go to, and ones that you don't. And that's one that I do have to get on a plane to. So we'll have to see how that goes.
Maybe we'll be in Chicago again next year.
Yeah, well, that'd be nice.
I love Chicago too. That was wonderful. But
there's plenty to do out here. We have like convention centers out the wazoo too. I mean,
they'll probably do it in Pasadena again next year.
Yeah, for
well, actually, if I'm living where I want to live, that won't be that too bad either. So that was just a little too far this time. So also this week there have been rumors about
not like that venue,
Transformers 4 and possible Michael Bay directing of that movie, but it turns out that he is quote unquote not decided. So, which basically is better than what he said before, because didn't he say before that he was just not interested in doing it?
He says lots of things.
Yeah, check king.
Yeah, exactly.
The last I had heard is that he said he had another project that he wanted to do
The Rock
before
2.
he would even think about doing anything else, period. So
he greenlights this thing I'm going to make another $1 billion on. I'm not going to talk to you about this.
Yes.
Then I'll talk to you about another GoBots movie.
Man, I would love to see a GoBots movie. He could do a Rescue Bots movie.
We know what the Mayan calendar was counting down to.
Yeah, that would be great. So yeah, if someone tells you that they heard that Michael Bay is doing Transformers 4, 1, ask them why they care, and 2, tell them that it's not necessarily true. So there you go.
It's the worst.
What were you saying? Go ahead, Andrew. What were you saying?
Well, I mean, I'm just like too shocked and horrified by it to even really. I think I'm still like recovering from the news that like I'd hope Michael Bay was just going to leave us alone at this point, that he'd made enough money and that he could find somewhere else to go and like.
I think it's the opposite. I mean, Paramount won't leave him alone.
I think so too.
I'm sure Paramount wants to do this forever. It keeps working. I still say Hasbro isn't going to want to do this forever because
Really?
yeah, well, I mean.
Creatively, I would agree.
Did before, and and as much as the movie made more money than the last one, but it made less money domestically, and that's principally where Hasbro cashes its checks.
They also made less. They also made less money on their toys, too.
Yeah, everything's shelf warming.
We were talking about the first editions of the Prime toys being the result of like overstuffed warehouses. I will say, I went to a Toys R Us and people, they must be kicking themselves now because there was not a single.
Not a single Ender.
Ender has frozen.
Ender has frozen. No. Okay.
Now Ender's done it. He's finally broken the internet.
Ender broke the internet. Okay. So let's go ahead and one thing I wanted to mention. I haven't been on recently as a member of the G.I. Joe Collectors Club and a G.I. Joe fan. I I'm really excited about the G.I. Joe Collectors Club subscription service that's coming up, and there's some really neat things coming out, like Big Boa is coming out. If it was plausible, I really wish that we could do this with the Transformers, but unfortunately, the complexity of the molds, the size, and everything, I don't think we'll ever really allow it, unless we did GoBot size things, or maybe repaints of Minicons, which at that point, then who really cares? But I just want to say thank you, G.I. Joe Collectors Club, for doing something really awesome. That's a shame that we can't do something like this with Transformers. Love it.
I would buy Minicon repaints.
Yeah, I mean, I would too. I would buy Spy Changer repaints. God, would I buy Spy Changer repaints?
The molds are all worn out for the
Yeah.
Minicons and the Spy Changers.
Yeah.
Man.
Yeah.
Sad trombone.
I think there's Minicons at Big Lots right now, aren't there?
But they've been sitting there for 7 years.
Oh. Okay.
Yep. Well, it's repaints of the newer ones, which aren't nearly as good as the old ones.
So what else is available? Let's see here. Like the Six Wing,
Well, it's coming up on Christmas time, so
Yeah.
of course there's the Devastator knockoffs and the miscolored Protectobots and that sort of thing. The usual.
Am I a bad fan because I don't own a Devastator knockoff?
I own a Devastator knockoff.
I own the Mini Devastator knockoff.
See, that would be more worthwhile to me to have, just because it's not like the Devastator I already have, except in, lesser quality. Which is a short trip for a Devastator, I will grant you, but still.
I mean, because I don't have any Devastator right now. Is that bad?
Well, maybe you could get that Encore one.
So, hey, Rob, is the Devastator, is it a Micromaster set, or what is it? Okay, lost him.
And we lost Rob too. Man,
we're dropping like flies.
Wait, nobody left.
This is like Lord of the Flies here. It's like
they're gonna take us out one by one.
Yes.
We're gonna start eyeing each other real suspiciously.
Who's got the conch? Okay.
Yeah.
Who's got
Well,
the
why
most
don't
meat
we go
on
back
them?
to? Why don't we go back to my segue and talk about the Encore Devastator thing?
Yeah, go ahead.
Well, no, you put in the news. I don't even know what it's about. I just saw it.
Oh, yeah, okay. So, Encore Devastator. We have pictures of Encore Devastator. So, yeah. Okay, there you go. A toy that I care nothing about.
That happened.
I think Chris McFeely is getting that or ordered that. So.
Why?
Yeah, he did order that.
Why did McFeely order that?
Well, he's McFeely. He must have some good reason for it.
He's a smart man. There's a good reason. I know it. I feel it in my heart.
Let's hear it.
I trust him. I don't know what it is. I'm just saying I feel it.
So I'm reading the T-Formers article about the comparison of the Encore Constructicons with the originals, and the first bullet point on here is talking about how people are describing the Encore Constructicons as being allegedly knockoff quality. On the other hand, maybe the people just don't remember what the Constructicons were like to start with.
Well, I mean, they're not great, but you can tell a difference between the knockoffs and the real thing.
Ah, there we go.
The real thing broke a few years ago.
That's true.
The knockoff is going to break next week.
Well, really, with the Constructicons, I typically just lost all the accessories, like the hood and things like that, or so the little pieces that pop off. They didn't break; they were just lost.
It looks to me, reading through this, that most of the problem is just from the mold being so old and not maintained.
And because Takara's reused it over and over and over again with all the knockoffs that they've secretly produced in China for the purpose of selling at Big Lots.
Exactly.
No. I don't really believe that. I'm just saying it. So, but yeah, so I don't really want it. I'm not paying $100.
No.
I can get a perfectly good complete Devastator original G1 for less than that.
You could get one limb of that,
I could get Hercules for that.
Of Hercules for that.
Or you could go to Big Lots to get a whole army of knockoff Devastator.
Yeah, you can still get that.
You could get enough of the knockoff Devastators that you could break one and then still have 3 backups.
I mean, I was at Big Lots a few weeks ago, and I still, after all these years, they still have the Guard City knockoff set.
That's what I was talking about before. The miscolored Protectobots.
I you know, Guard City and Battle Gaia are like, you know, my holy grails that I will never ever own. So I am very happy having a knockoff. You know.
What about Metro Titan?
I could afford Metro Titan. I just have never broken down and bought the thing. So.
Well, you're supposed to buy my Fortress or Brave Maximus.
That's true. I do need to do that real quick.
Chair?
I really need
the one that. Well, it's
How much for that, XV? What do you want for that?
As much money as Brian has in his checking account right now.
Oh, easily. I'll just PayPal you that.
Congratulations, you've been sold for $250.
Yeah, for $14.
I wasn't sure how close to payday we were, so
We are a week away, sir. A week away.
Okay, so JD, ask me that question again next week, and then.
Oh, man.
Ender's Connection is really sucking it up.
Yeah.
Kind of
He's
is.
on again.
Yeah, let me add him back.
It's too burnt out from playing Skyrim all the time.
He's Skyrimmed up. Okay.
Just like 98% of his bandwidth has.
Yeah, 98% of his bandwidth is used on Xbox Live right now, downloading
Still
the
logged
update.
into Skyrim actually right now.
He's probably playing Skyrim right now.
He's playing it.
I'm
He's
gonna
too busy
pretend I'm
making
gonna read.
I can hear you.
We know you can.
Yeah, we know.
That's why we're saying it.
Yeah, if you couldn't hear us, there'd be no point in making the comments.
Yeah.
Okay, but yeah, so not really caring about Encore Devastator. Actually, one thing I really kind of do want, and I hate myself, is the Alternity Diatlas. I like the look of it a lot, except for the potential defect. Am I wrong? I like the colors. I think I really, really want that.
Well, it is an attractive shade of blue.
It is.
But what's
Yay.
its defect?
So there may be a door defect. Peter, you wrote this article, didn't you?
Sorry.
You wrote the.
Oh, the Diatlas one?
Yeah.
Yes, I did.
So what
Yeah,
is it with
I'm
the
sorry.
what is it with the door defect?
Distracted by work. I apologize. Yeah. So
The door is
apparently, if
distracted
you
by work.
if it gets stuck in a certain position, apparently it doesn't close anymore. So if you
Oh, I've been there. It's painful.
So if you check the two last images in the gallery, 14 and 15, they have this weird door thing. It's like, where in the once you get stuck, you're pretty much screwed because it's like it just kind of stays open all the way. So the door, when it's in the GTR vehicle mode, the door just stays still kind of like with the fender.
That
So
sucks.
it's really bizarre looking. And considering the Alternity is a little bit of a die-cast thing, I wouldn't want to play with that too much. Like,
Okay, I have Alternity Convoy, and the diecast. There is no diecast except for like a spinal column inside the figure.
oh really?
Like all the vehicle body panels and everything are completely plastic.
Oh, okay, so they kind of scaled it down a little bit in terms of
The quality
concept.
control at Takara has been like bad lately.
Yeah, the weird thing is they've made like 60 billion of these suckers, right? Because like this is like the sixth time they've painted it. You think they would just reuse that dang mold and just be like, it's gonna go well. Like, I don't understand how it can go wrong the 10th billionth time.
I don't know either.
Well, it usually does go wrong the 10th billionth time,
Statistics, just, you know.
and it's worn out by then.
Right.
I guess. I don't know. I think that it's kind of crazy that it doors. But
Yeah.
if you have
Yeah,
that
that's
issue,
sad.
just talk to your, the person you bought it from and say, hey, this is wrong. Give it back.
And they'll be like, hey, that sucks.
They were like, hey, well, actually, we can't because Takara Tomy is going to come out with a version fixed.
A corrected version, release 2,
Yeah.
Right.
Release version 2, corrected. And then the other one, you're screwed.
or worthless. Thank you, Rodimus Prime. So, God Almighty.
And I'm
said-
telling
you said-
you, the corrected Rodimus Prime never would have happened if Hasbro wasn't releasing theirs.
Probably.
Yeah.
Who said the Japanese are not good at customer service?
Yeah.
I don't-
If you buy a crappy toy from them, they'll put out a better one that you can buy later.
Yeah. Hey, look, we fixed this issue. Just buy this other one. It'll be fine.
Right. We know that one that you bought was bad. Buy this one. It works now.
Congratulations, we found a fix.
Yeah.
Buy it now.
God.
So
God.
basically, the Japanese toy industry is like the software world has been for the last 20 years.
Basically.
Right.
Leave it to the Japanese to innovate how to apply patches to toys.
Well, no, it's not patches. It's more like download content. You know, it's like, except you're buying the whole game again.
Yeah.
Yes, this is.
Ender's audio is just like
And-
he's
and-
in the
I like
distance.
this.
Yeah.
I
It's like Tiny
the
Ender.
accent.
Ender?
Tiny E.
Calling from the
You're the king, Tiny E.
From the
But yes,
back.
what Hasbro released was Game of the Year Optimus Prime. You see.
Yeah, see, there you go.
Oh, nice. I like it.
Except for,
Extra-
unfortunately,
extra
it was
for
the same
maps.
price.
Yes.
Game of the year, but the same price. The bonus
Right.
is you get to pay the same price.
God.
Play
Well, no,
as
actually,
the
that's a good
Joker.
analogy because it is Game of the Year because it's like 1/5 the cost of the original Japanese one. So there you go. It
There
all
you go.
works out.
That's the Hasbro version.
Yeah, that's what I said.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Well, there you go.
So this has basically been a story about how we get screwed over as collectors. Awesome.
Good times.
So we have some details on this has evolved a little bit, I think, since I put this in the show notes like 2 weeks ago. We have some new details on Rescue Bots. So we have voice actors and character details. Steve Bloom is going to be Heatwave.
'Cause he's in everything.
Yeah, he's in everything. Mari Williams, Boulder, Parvish, China, Blades, DC Douglas, Chase, and
China?
what? Yes, exactly. So, but go to tformers.com. There's an extensive story on this, and Peter Cullen is going to be in at least one episode as a cameo. It appears. So,
Is that going to be like Stan Lee was in an issue of what was it?
It's
The
setup of this
Superhero
show.
Squad.
Yeah, it's like the setup of this show is that these are like other Transformers that are like sent to do stupid, childish crap, but by Optimus Prime. So I imagine he will show up on the screen for 5 seconds, and be like, "Go do this stupid, childish crap," and I give this authenticity.
I am so looking forward to this. So I think it's going to be the best
If
show.
he's not in every episode, he'd be like Major Monogram.
That sounds a lot like cartoon G1 Optimus.
Yeah, actually, what it should be like Charlie's Angels, and he should be Charlie, and just appear like in the beginning of the show, and just tell them what to do.
And he won't even
No,
he won't appear in person. He'll just talk out of a prime face shaped
No, 'cause-
speakerphone.
That's like the total opposite of all Primeness. That's why this doesn't make any sense. Prime is like way too like I'll just go do it myself. Prime would show up at the beginning of every episode of Charlie's Angels and be like, "Well, there's this dangerous situation and yeah, this looks bad."
Okay,
Wow.
maybe it'll be like Batman
You know, I'll
Beyond
see you
Bruce
guys
Wayne.
later.
He'll just be like really
It'll be
old.
like every episode.
He'll be a disembodied head. Actually, it'll be like Optimus Prime, like
No, no,
Insidious
no,
Steel,
Prime disembodied
but he was
head.
just a
No,
head.
Nightmares from that from like the comics. Okay, that was bad enough.
No, when you were going with the Batman Beyond analogy, I thought it was just going to be like old, decrepit Optimus Prime sitting down in the Batcave.
Yes.
He dies too often to get old, really.
Yeah.
Well, no, it would
Always
just be
comes back. That
it
should
would be
left at
the,
the end of all this.
it would be the rebirth Optimus with the gray streak down his helmet and senility.
Yeah. Rebirth Optimus really did kind of suck. I love Rebirth, but God, he was so awful.
I
mean,
have
the show will be on December 17th, which is next Saturday.
Oh, that's so awesome! I am so
Is it
excited.
really? That's that. Oh, awesome.
That's awesome.
I'm actually hopeful for this. I mean, like I said, I loved Superhero Squad, and so if it's anything,
I hope it's a direct rip
I don't think it's
direct
gonna
rip
be
off.
anything like that.
It probably
man.
won't be.
This is the thing. I just feel like this is like the preschool Transformers, and they've put like an Optimus and a Bumblebee toy in the line to to give them authenticity. But like this is really like this is Transformers for kids, which you can tell how diseased the idea of Transformers has become at Hasbro because they don't remember that Transformers Prime is Transformers for kids, and the movies probably were supposed to be Transformers for kids.
before the
They're like-
masturbation drug jokes, anyway.
yeah.
Right, exactly. It's like, why did we have to have a separate cartoon for children for your toy line?
That's a very valid complaint, Ender. I can't defend them on that. That's Transformers should be for kids, and it's not. It's for preteens.
Like with that statement where they're like, "Well, we didn't make as much money on the hub as we hoped, but it's okay because we're projected to make money on these." Turns out we sell toys. Did you know that?
Yeah.
We found out we sell toys.
Yeah, we noticed that actually.
We got a memo the other day.
Memo. We sell toys.
I got when I was hired 6 months ago after all those guys cashed out and moved to Bermuda.
Let's see here. Because it's so old now, I'll skip the TFCC magazine story, especially considering I haven't gotten mine yet. So we'll just skip on to comics. So who wants to be Amy this week? JD, why don't you be Amy?
Okay, I'll be Amy. So, issue 31 came out, and I have this is Mike Costa's last issue, of course. Before the split and change and all the hoo-ha happens. Yeah, hoo-ha. The hoopla, the things. So, if you've been keeping up with Transformers ongoing, this issue has nothing to do with that.
Really?
At all. Not really. So, the entirety of this issue takes place millions of years in the future. 9 of the 22 pages either have virtually no dialogue or no dialogue whatsoever.
Yay!
So Mike Costa basically didn't even really write this. This was
technically there wasn't really dialogue in any of the other ones he wrote either, but that's kind of a definition problem.
Yeah. I mean, literally 2 pages with each page being a different spread. Like, one page is All Hail Megatron, and yeah. Actually, there's 4 pages in a row with no dialogue that are just flashbacks to things that happened.
It sounds like a 22-page, like, self-congratulatory letter.
Basically, it's like Mike Costa's like, see, I really did do cool things.
Well, they kept promising it from day one. On day one, people started complaining about this run. Like, that's stupid. These are cheap shots. What's he doing? This makes no sense. And there was promise after promise right away of like, no, it's all going to come together. It's all going to be this, like, we've got this whole thing planned out, like, years in advance. We are so cool. It's going to be awesome. This will all pan out. And this is like, now we're supposed to, like, be able to look at this issue and see the scope of their genius all condensed. And unfortunately, it's like Campbell's Cup-O crap. As opposed to,
well, okay, so here's
add water and you'll have a big stack of comic books you don't want to read.
Here's an example of the wank. The story is basically that it's Remembrance Day, where the Autobots all remember the Great Wars and the things that have led to the awesome utopia world that they now live in.
This sounds like something I would have written when I was 19.
End of the wars now, because of course this was the most important Transformers story ever told.
So, Alpha Trion is talking to 3 young Autobots, and they're asking him to tell them stories and things. Now, here's the wank part. They all have G2 symbols.
Nice.
Fap. So,
well, how about this for the wank part? How about, like, RC has to be explained like all females are apparently Frankenstein nightmare experiments gone wrong, but there's young Autobots?
So,
any explanation for that? No? IDW?
Yeah.
That's just
so.
Okay.
So, Alpha Trion's telling these kids the story, and along comes Ironhide, who still has his classic Autobot symbol.
And who is not dead from issue 1.
No. So, they ask him to tell stories. Basically, the whole, like, Remembrance Day thing. They're like, and the only living person that even remembers all of that stuff is Ironhide. Thank you, Ironhide. And he's like, thank you. And that's it. And then it's mostly pages of things that either happened or just happened. Like, the Chaos thing is in here. Ironhide, the All Hail Megatron is a full page. But most of these are just, like, full-page spreads of art. And then the end is Alpha Trion and Ironhide talking about Optimus still being out there with Megatron still being out there somewhere.
See, Mike Costa's like envisioning all these like images being played, like slowly moving across the screen and zooming in, like to the music from the Civil War documentary.
Yeah,
you know,
A Show Can Farewell.
But the rest of us are looking at it. It's like the theme from the Benny Hill show,
right?
You know,
my dearest Alita One, Today on the battlefield, I saw many an Autobot die. When will this egregious war ever be over?
So we just need to like draw in like Wheelie getting chased by Sharkticons at the bottom, running across every panel, you know, up and down, over the sides, in and out of doors. That's what this should have been. That's what this last comic should have been.
It was basically kind of wanky. I mean, it was just I don't know. So long. Don't let the door
like
hit you.
everything else, it's been crap.
Yeah, pretty much. I mean, it's not. But like I said, I mean, he had the decency of at least not writing it for the most part. Because since there's so little writing actually to it, you know, there's that bit.
The price on top of it, that might be decency, but
I mean, even the cover is just like a headshot of Ironhide looking off into the distance. Yeah. Anyway, in other news, 80.5 is supposed to be out with Free Comic Book Day.
Really?
So, yeah. So that's a thing that's going to happen. But leading up to the release of 81. Regeneration 1.
Yay. Fap. Sorry, I had to get into it too.
Disappointment. Okay.
Hey,
it's so one of those like, wow, that is such like awesome, like fan-centric. Wow, it just makes me realize why they don't do that stuff. That's like
yeah.
really dumb. It's like when you actually like, you know what they should do? They should start off at issue 80, and then they start to do it. It's like, why would you do that?
Well, I mean, you know, and there's some pictures that are out of the interiors and then of like some of the covers and stuff. It looks good. I mean, it's definitely.
I'm not even like coming down on the quality of it. Like, hey, it might be fun. It's just the idea of it strikes me as like, isn't that excessive fan wank?
Yeah.
I mean, like excessive.
Yeah. Yeah. But
that's like Chip Chase being in the movies.
Well, I think
which I kind of wanted.
My concern with like when you know,
me too, but it would have been a bad
we were
idea.
thinking about doing the 81 and stuff before. My concern, in some ways, was that you know they wouldn't get some of the original creators and stuff, but they did, and so it's kind of like, well, maybe. I don't know. I'm gonna try to be optimistic, but I don't hold much hope.
It'll be fun to watch them try and cash in on the X-Men Forever. Band.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So,
okay. Cool.
Anyway, there you go. So yeah, pick up issue 31 for
no,
art.
Don't. Why would you say that?
The story and art.
I'll buy it. I'll buy it. I admit
I'm
that.
willing to give the Marvel continuity relaunch a go.
I like the Marvel continuity.
Yeah, I like the Marvel continuity.
I like the Marvel G2 continuity better, but you know, there you go.
Yeah. I mean, I thought G2 was that, but whatever.
Yeah. Hey, JD, guess what? Now it's time for This Week in History.
Ooh, my other segment. My segment I normally do. So, let's see. Wow, there's a couple things there.
I just added them.
December 5th, 1986, Transformers Mystery of Convoy is released from Famicom in Japan.
Yes.
I have that game.
Me too.
It's
Yeah.
hard.
And the only person to ever beat it legitimately is Proto Man.
Proto-Man beat that?
Last year.
And you mean like the actual character from a Mega Man game, not like some person who calls himself.
No, Daniel.
Yes, of course.
Yeah. It seems just about as likely.
And then last year, Darkness Rising.
That's what
Part
Proto
5.
Man's doing for the whole game while you're running around blowing stuff up.
I didn't know that Proto-Man actually beat that. I'll have to shake his hand at BotCon.
What's left of it?
As I recall, he beat it and actually streamed video of him doing it at the time.
Wow.
Oh, I thought he screamed video. I thought
He screamed mercy.
video.
Yes, he screamed
Video!
Like, what does that even mean?
doing it.
I wasn't sure what that meant.
Yeah.
If I
Nice.
videotape me playing that, it would be about 2 minutes long. And it would look like one of those episodes of like it'd be like the psychotic video game.
Now,
nerd.
do you have a Famicom or like a Famiclone to play it on, or do you just emulate it?
No, I have the little cartridge adapter.
Ah,
Oh, yeah.
I need one of those, so I can play my
For
Mystery
like
of Convoy.
$1 at a garage sale.
Nice.
Yeah.
Oh, JD, what
No
else?
idea
What else? What
it
else?
was.
Oh, Darkness Rising Part 5 came out.
Has that been a
last
year already?
Yeah?
Yep. It seems like it was just 5 years ago, but it was just a year.
Wow.
Okay.
How time flies.
What is that?
So yeah, and now we've endured an entire season of that series.
It's been a whole year since we got Zombie Cliff Jumper.
Yep.
Man, it's not bad. It's not
And we
bad.
have zombie
I'm actually okay with the show in general.
It's not
Those
bad.
first 5 episodes were pretty terrible.
There's
Yeah.
perspective. It's been a year since Zombie Cliffjumper, and we still don't have Zombie Cliffjumper in our hand.
That's true.
I still
However-
don't see a reason to make one.
Because it's
However,
awesome.
Just today in Canada, wave 1.5 of the Transformers Prime preview deluxes came out, including regular Cliff Jumper.
Is it as
yes,
crappy as
it
is it
is.
as
It was
crappy as
also
this
on Hasbro
preview?
Toy Shop, but Starscream and RC sold out like immediately.
Yeah.
Well, on Hasbro Toy Shop, it was just Bumblebee, Starscream, and RC, right?
Right.
It wasn't the newer toys. that
Andrew is
did
reaching for
Canada.
something.
Oh.
Here we
I
go.
well,
really should
they-
break
I mean,
down
the
and
ori-
open this, shouldn't I?
What is
It
it?
was a lot of fun to listen to the Angelus drive all over Vancouver.
Bumblebee right now.
I've yet to find them. Triplet found them at the Walmart nearby, but I never did.
I found the Starscream and the Bumblebee. I haven't found them.
I mean, I haven't seen it in person. How?
Walmart?
What? What XP?
Did you say Triplet found them at a Walmart?
I think so.
That would be,
Can't-
Parts not carrying.
Walmart.
that would be
Okay.
hilarious.
I thought
That
he
would be about
he told me at work. He told me at work. He IM'd me on our personal or on our work IM that he just found them, and we don't have a Target or a Toys R Us nearby. He must have found it over the weekend and just told me on Monday.
Yeah, I would
he-
bet
Or
on that.
is a magical little man?
He usually tells me that stuff like immediately.
I bet he's lying to you.
That's true. I haven't
Yeah,
seen them.
I could buy that.
Yeah, 'cause that's triplet.
That's our triplet. Okay. Awesome. Good to know. Good to know. Hey, John, what's going on in the chat this week?
Well, I put out some feeler questions because chat was a little slow. But I got a couple of good things. So, okay, so right now we're in a dead zone, right, with toys, complete dead zone. Do you guys take a break during these times, or do you like start going back and trying to fill gaps in your collection?
I've been taking a break from Transformers for like the last 6 months.
Yeah, I find myself. Damn XV got me into this Go-Kaiger thing, and now I'm just drooling over Go-Kaiger toys that I can't have. So that's
so
pretty
much
much.
less dorky all of a sudden.
Yeah.
Yeah, it got way more niche in here all of a sudden.
You got way
Yeah.
more like elitist.
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
haven't seen Transformers toys in a while. I actually am doing something.
Hey, is
better.
that series live action or animated?
Live action.
Okay. That's
I
even
don't
more
even
That's
think
the
niche.
newest one?
I think they just
Okay.
make these words up.
It's pirates.
It's not anime.
It's Pirate Power Rangers. Come on, what do you want?
Pirate Power Rangers.
You can't really ask for anything better.
Yeah, that
Yeah,
is
I
pretty
mean, it
sweet.
doesn't get much more elite than that.
Is there a Jack Sparrow reference in there anywhere?
Yeah, kind
There's
of.
probably a character named Jack Sparrow. Come on.
Well,
No.
no. but-
Yeah, that's real subtle.
No, but they are very, pirate mentality, I guess.
Like
So-
John Crow.
Okay. All right.
Yeah.
Okay.
So-
The
BotCon.
answer is yes, I guess.
What? Yeah. What's
I
the buzz on BotCon? What do people think?
Yeah. So BotCon. Okay, everybody's excited. Some people are making crazy travel arrangements already. One guy in chat has prom that day. On the Friday, BotCon Friday, he has prom. So he's driving in Thursday.
So he's taking the girl to Dallas.
No.
That would be
Coming from
great.
Houston, which is, I think, 5 hours away-ish, something like that. Anyway, he's driving in Thursday, staying until like noon Friday, driving back to Houston for prom, driving back on Saturday and or late Friday night.
Just
Wow.
sad in Houston. That's
So
That's
really-
crazy.
during
That-
BotCon, he's planning to like transform from a virgin into not one. Is that
He comes back like 2 feet
So-
taller.
yeah, I know.
So, I was thinking I've got to go to a Transformer convention, and I was wondering if you wanted to go with me, and then we could do that for prom instead.
Is that your Billy impression?
Everyone who sees this guy, then when he comes back the next day, has to ask him if he got the touch.
Yes.
He should wear his tux to the convention.
Oh, that would be
Being
awesome.
That crazy, you might as well just bring your date, because if she doesn't know you're that nuts, she's gonna.
And to the
notice.
person in our chat who said that, we're not making fun of you. We were speaking about in general. So it's
Right,
That's
we're-
actually
general
cool.
Yeah,
Clearly,
you know,
this
Ricky,
guy
we're on a
knows how to-
Transformers podcast.
Yes.
Yeah.
It's okay. He left a while ago.
We're playing the odds.
Well, I mean, if that guy making those travel arrangements shows he knows how to someday obtain the touch of a woman, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Or
Yes,
at least
leave
a
them
clap
far
bar.
behind.
If anything, there's a good portion of this show that's proof that you can be a complete geek and still get laid. So
The fact that he, is actually going to the prom is huge.
Yeah, he's got one up on me. I didn't go.
The fact
I went to
the fact
mine,
that he's
but
going to the prom and actually has a date he has to plan around.
yeah, I mean that's top notch right there.
Anybody
It
can
is.
go to the prom. Having someone
Yeah,
go
that's
sort
true.
of,
Yeah, they don't
sometimes.
put you on the
But I
list.
might. But if they don't know that you're going to a Transformers convention, yeah, I might want to leave that detail. I'm just gonna throw that out there.
If she
Yeah,
doesn't
my-
know, just don't tell her.
Have
You're
we
like,
ever had
okay,
discussion?
I won't be able to see you the day before or the day after because I've got to go to a Transformers convention. And I got things to do.
Why are you putting your pants back on already? I think I can make it to that panel.
Yeah.
Have we ever had the discussion about, this is for another show, about our collection or hobby being known at work?
Yeah.
Because that
Yeah, we've sort of talked about that.
okay. Because
I
I've got
I've
Go
heard
ahead,
story
Jake.
about that. They were carting around one of the temps, and she came by my desk, and she was like, "Oh, cool Transformers." I was like, "Yeah, they are. They're cool. Thanks." And turns out, like, her and her husband are like total geeks, and they like play Skyrim and stuff. And so I'm like, "Yeah."
yeah.
I've got a friend.
Yeah.
House with like
I work for a
headless steel
bank,
bodies.
so the geek level there is very, very low. So I'm sort of like an enigma at work.
Work for a call
Oh,
center.
isn't it, you put
You
those
never
things
know.
on your desk, like it's like you're like throwing a flag up in prison. You're like trying to find,
One other dork to like consolidate with.
Is it like does the flag say "rape me"? Is that what it is?
I don't-
Well, that
I'm
was
not
my
sure that's
impression
what-
from how that was going.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah. I don't know, Ender. Tell us what prison is like.
Andrew's never been.
It's however I say it's like.
Oh man. Okay. So yeah. Anything else, John? Chat wise.
I think that's it. I'm sure the BotCon stuff will come up later. but-
So, coming up is the holiday season. It's just Christmas and like all of the miscellaneous holidays that are around it or around the corner. I don't observe any holiday, so I don't care. I'm not making fun of your holiday in particular. So, hey,
I
anybody?
observe all holidays, and that's how I make fun of your holidays.
That's true. That's a good point. That's a good way of doing it.
Happy Kwanzaa, Ender.
Oh no! See, I make fun of Kwanzaa by having my Xbox avatar has a Santa hat and is playing with a dreidel as we speak.
Nice. So, Christmas and all of those holidays are around the corner. So, anybody buying any Transformers related stuff, or anybody looking for anything Transformers related for Christmas?
No.
We'll say that I
buy all the
would.
crap in advance, maybe, but I'm buying my kids stuff.
What are you getting them?
They actually really like Prime, so I'll be when those I've got
That's
like that Starscream is probably going to actually turn into kid fodder.
Cool.
I got myself the nice Japanese Optimus, and I'll get them one of the knockoff looking ones so they can caterpillar room that to death. But I don't want to get them like the $50 one to chew on.
Are they into crayons by chance or Creo?
They would be. Well, I'm planning on building a couple of the sets with my daughter, and they love the little man. The crayons are the coolest thing in the world. I love these things. Have you seen the Soundwave? If you take his helmet off, his face doesn't look like the others. He's got like a little like speaker where his mouth would be underneath.
That is so awesome.
He's like 75 types awesome. I think things the crayons are
I love
by far
them.
the best part.
I love them.
The only thing,
You know,
the only
that's kinda
deficiency
cool,
to
Ender.
Lego with the line is that they're not. I mean, Lego has like huge quality control. Like you'd never have like little plastic nubs on things, and like one of the Seeker's helmets don't quite fit. Like, you gotta,
You know,
like,
with Prowl, if I take I can't get his helmet off. So I got it on. It was a little misaligned, not bad, but it's bad enough where I want to take it off, and I can't without like getting a pair of pliers or something and just tugging, and I really don't want to do that.
But you know, that's kind of cool, Ender. The Creon things, that's one of the more enthusiastic things I've heard you say about Transformers since you've come back.
the crayons are great. Well, I think too, it's funny. They're just so hardcore G1. And then there's like Sentinel Prime. Just like, what are you doing? Like, you know, even like the Bumblebee, it's like, well, it's kind of movie-ish Bumblebee, but it has G1 Bumblebee's head. Even the Megatron has a G1 Megatron head on the truck. Like, did he even have a face in that movie?
Huh. He had a hood.
You know?
No, not
So-
hardly. You know, Prime took half of it.
Well, he gave it to him. Megatron gave
Well,
it to
you
him.
know.
Their little faces are actually, I mean, like when you take the helmet off, you can see them better. They actually are like they've decent little different expressions.
I love
They,
them. I think they're
I
great.
love the smirk on Prowl.
Yes.
That's the best.
Yeah, I'm slowly but surely. Look at Rob chug that seltzer water. That's great.
The video's working great.
I snagged a Mirage.
That's the thing that he's excited about.
I am buying myself those make toy Minibot toys, the knockoff Power Glide, knockoff. I'm not going to say knockoff. Third-party Power Glide and third-party Sea Spray. I'm getting myself that. Now, there's someone who will be listening to this podcast who will be getting something Transformers related that I can't say, but let it be known that they are getting something Transformers related. So
It's triplet, isn't it?
Here's another little. Here's a little. If you can see
that's
here,
so awesome, Ender. Is that
Yeah, well,
Skywarp? I can't tell by the color.
So it's Thundercracker.
Thundercracker. He
But
looks
the deal
purple
is, if
here.
you look at the arms. Now they use this. This is how Prime has stacks on his toy. They've used it here to give them their null rays. I mean, like they could have gotten away with just not having the guns on there, and I'd never have noticed. But so I just gonna say, like, there's a lot of like the crew.
There's
the
love.
creos were really well done.
Yeah, whoever is like not working on Prime is working on Creon. Creo. But I really hope, it'd be nice. Hope Kim's listening. It'd be really nice if I would get maybe the Optimus Prime, the big $50 Optimus Prime Creo, or I'd really like to. It's not Transformers related, but the Dreadnought and the Slaughter's Marauders G.I. Joe box set, especially after reading the review of the Dreadnought box set. That actually looks really nice. It's a shame
I'm
that there's.
looking for such specialized stuff. I don't think anyone could ever find the things I would actually want for a gift for the holidays.
It's like I want the Lucky
you know.
Draw Armada Optimus
Yeah.
from.
I know. Well, no, I mean that's just costly. I mean, like, trying to find things like. Here's what I want for Christmas, everybody. I want the Mexican Transformers animated Optimus Prime Happy Meal toy. All
Yeah.
right? Find me that. Good luck.
I don't know that I would want to eat like something from a Mexican Happy Meal.
Well, not to
That's
eat,
the only thing I want to
sure,
get
but-
from nothing biological.
Yeah.
I don't think the animated toys were catching. Actually, what they are, if anybody's seen them, they're like jump starters.
Really?
All of
Oh
them.
yeah, I remember
Those
seeing the
squat
pictures
little-
of those.
they're awesome.
Actually. Yeah, I remember
That is
those.
really sweet. I didn't know
I'd
that.
get the whole lot of them if I could find them. I medically need the Prime.
Now, I really like Rob Gerbrock from the formerly Tengu sent me a care package that was pretty awesome that included the Transformers animated Takara. What is it? It's a little. It's the vending machine toy.
The capsule.
Yeah, the capsule
wasn't
things.
it the little ST keychainy thing?
Yeah,
or-
but it's not a keychain. It's like full of character and everything. I would love to get those if I could. But those are like $30 a pop if you buy them
Yeah.
second market. He got them in Japan, so of course,
right.
yeah.
Make me nervous. 'Cause I'm not sure what you mean. I'm worried I don't have them.
I think you do. I think there's an Optimus, and I think you have it.
They were really common when animated was still going on. I would be alarmed if you didn't have one.
Yeah, I can't think of the name off the top of my head.
That's a vote of confidence.
I'm going on fumes right now, so I don't remember the name. But I would like to have all of those at some point. Hey, what else?
Somebody
What?
had great advice for me about finding that probably from a claw machine, Transformers animated plush characters.
Oh, yeah.
If anybody remembers where that, I can't remember. Yeah, somebody told me like a great lead on that, and I totally forgot what it was.
Was it in the Sega UFO machine?
Catcher on eBay.
What about you guys? What about the rest?
UFO
What about
catcher on eBay.
what about Peter? Anything you would like Transformers related this year, or just general, geek toy related stuff?
Transformers related, no. For many that know that I have actually, I decided to rationalize myself recently.
Get off this
Say I
podcast.
can't- What's that?
Get off this podcast now.
We don't allow rationality here.
I know. I apologize.
Sounds like somebody's suffering from premature enlightenment.
Yeah, right. I think in terms of like geek stuff, I'll probably just get like a whole bunch of games and a whole bunch of like tech stuff. I'm actually, I have to.
Those
upgrade.
toys are totally adult.
Yes.
Yeah. Unfortunately, I have to upgrade a new phone, so I
Me
will be
too.
buying a very cutting edge maybe phone for myself. Getting some people some Kindles and.
But it doesn't transform. So you've totally lost me.
No, it doesn't.
There is the
whole
the
premise
Is it
doesn't make
Motorola
any
Transformers
There is-
Prime?
there is a Transformer Prime, which I am definitely hoping to receive.
There we go.
I have no use for a tablet, but why not?
It's a tablet light, but I love my Kindle Fire. It's not a.
Oh, you have a Kindle Fire?
It's right here. It's not a replacement for the iPad, but it's totally worth the $200. Love it. Hey, John, JDXV, what about you guys?
Well, let's see. I think my Christmas present was BotCon in Dallas.
So that's happening. The lead today, it sounds like better than yesterday.
Yeah, it might even be Primus. So I don't know. We'll see.
Nice.
It depends.
It's Asus. Yeah, sorry.
A lot of things. So, I did. Well, I have something that I got for you, Brian. Actually, but I know you're moving, so I'm not gonna send it until you move. Maybe. So.
Ooh.
Ooh.
Yeah.
It's a
'Cause-
bomb.
Well.
Yeah.
Also know someone's trying to lighten like their load at home rather than add to it. So. But no, I mean otherwise I don't have anything. I haven't gotten any new stuff, so I'm open to whatever. Hercules.
If anyone wants to send JD a Christmas gift, email jdchurch.
Right. If for some reason you want to take pity on me and buy me toys, I'll accept.
Just
Yeah.
put that out there.
Yeah.
Just throwing it out there.
Anybody
or
else?
if you live in
No
Japan
pressure.
and you can get a hold of a cheap Gokaiger I'll take stuff as
Somebody out
well.
there has a Prime they think I don't have. Send it to me and I'll check.
Nice. Rob XV, John, what about you guys? Anything?
I want a new frying pan.
I can make that happen.
Wow, yeah, that is attainable.
What?
Well,
Oh
okay.
boy, gets harmonica.
Well, the handle broke off of my nice stainless steel frying pan, so I can't use it anymore, and I've had to start dealing with the like Teflon non-stick crap, and I just can't put up with that.
You can't fry with those, dude.
No,
I can't believe
Oh.
you actually.
Why don't you have it? Do you have a cast iron? You should have a. You should just use your cast
there
iron.
is a cast iron, but I make stuff I like too much tomato and acidic stuff. You know,
It's okay if it's not, as long as you don't leave it in there. As long as you don't leave it in the pan, it's
that
fine.
around here.
Well, okay. It's not. I mean, I make chili in my Dutch oven, so.
That sounds
Yeah.
painful.
And by Dutch oven, you of course mean.
My
This is Dutch oven, yeah. Sorry.
oven.
It
Sorry.
doesn't involve blankets.
A Dutch oven just sounds too much like a Cleveland steamer, you know.
No.
There is a that,
Oh, Jesus.
I mean,
If you don't know what that is,
depends
you're
on your,
better off.
Yeah.
heritage. Dutch oven could be a name for your mom.
Yes, that is true. That is true.
No, I haven't heard that one. Must be.
Cleveland steamer, if you don't know what that is, you.
I've heard that one. I haven't heard of.
I've heard that one. I've done that one.
Crap, he's just making it up.
I remember the first time I heard that, and I actually looked it up on Urban Dictionary and was like, oh my god!
It's like when I googled goatsy for the first time, and
Oh, yeah.
Well,
Why,
that would probably
why
be for
would someone
Google
do that?
yeah,
And when you go onto Urban Dictionary, you take your psyche into your own hands.
yes, go at your own risk.
All the
You know-
things people have said to you over the years, they're like, oh man.
You know, my
meant
favorite
that.
spin-off. My favorite spin-off from Goatsy is. Have you seen the Goatsy Donuts logo that's been floating around?
My
No.
god.
Sounds
No,
awesome.
No.
Fake.
Don't ruin donuts for me,
I can't
please.
imagine it's much worse than what I'm imagining right now.
It's pretty awesome, actually.
It's Rodimus opening the Matrix. Okay, John, Rob, you guys,
They
anything?
never really showed where he kept that, did they?
Oh God.
That would
Rob.
explain so much, wouldn't it?
What about you, Rob?
Are the leaders
I'm
of
not
old
really
talking out of
expecting
your...
too much anything, frankly. Basically, my brother and his girlfriend and I went together and got Skyrim, and I'm chipping in for the guide, and that's about the extent of it so far this year. So, but I'm pretty happy.
That's
with
like Christmas for the next 5 years.
Skyrim.
That's the gift that keeps on giving.
That is
Yeah.
Askinder.
An endless RPG world.
open world. Hey, Rob, you should create some creepy memes for YouTube out of your Skyrim experience, because that's the thing to do now. Be a serial killer, put some headless bodies on YouTube.
Well, the real
Act
trick-
like
you
you're
have to find
proud
a
of
good
this.
glitch.
Yeah. Act like we don't need to call the police.
Yeah.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Thing to see here. Move on.
That's
I
right.
noticed somebody following me around the other day, and I turned around. They're like just with me all the time. This dude in armor, and it just said "hired thug." Apparently, he'd been hired to kill me, and the game had gotten confused, so he was just standing just in front of my follower all
Oh,
the
that's
time,
awesome.
just hanging out.
Mm.
This big
You
guy.
know, Ender,
It's
Ender,
really
at first,
talk
at
to him,
first
people
I
like,
thought that was happening in real life.
Yeah. Man,
Probably
I could
was.
use some Skyrim in real
It was
life.
a
I
low-
want to walk
it-
around and have like every time I accomplish something, have it like blazoned in white letters above my head with some fanfare.
Well, yeah, I've actually
Like, put on your socks.
For a long time, I wanted to have enough money to hire a band to follow me around and provide my theme music as I go about my day.
Yeah, we've all dreamed about that at one point or another.
Get a guy with a decent set of speakers and an iPod, and you're fine.
Well, except that my band would include bagpipes and such, and that's hard to get on MP3.
Yeah. John, what about you?
I guess if I want to be semi-serious, I wouldn't mind a 2010 Primus, which is kind of affordable, let's be honest, and also like a shitty toy. Oops, sorry. A very poor toy. Very poor toy. So yeah, I do kind of want that, and then mostly just free time because I'm really backed up on games.
Oh
I
God.
gotta-
Well, I'm backed up on work.
Yeah.
I could use some sleep.
Yeah. Same here.
Well, can't play in
I
your
need to be able to walk up to a bed and select a little thing on a sliding dial and be like 8 hours sleep. Okay, let's go.
Yeah.
Well, no, you just need to take the Pokemon approach to it, where you walk up to the bed and press the button, and the screen goes dark for a second, and the little tune plays, and then you're fine for the next.
It's like Dragon
Yeah.
Warrior.
Yeah.
Mm.
Final Fantasy X. That's what we need.
Yeah, actually, it seems like I missed the boat on the Amazon 2010 or the Amazon Unicron. The thing's like gone.
Oh, is it? Is it sold out?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It
Oh, yeah.
went within a couple weeks.
Is
Yeah.
it on eBay? Let's check.
I hate that. I wanted it. I
It's
just
on eBay, but you don't want it to be on eBay. You
Yeah.
don't want to get it from eBay.
I want it from Amazon.
You also
No.
apparently don't want to use PayPal these days. So.
It looks
I
like
got
he's
some of my
going for like.
crayons on eBay.
Okay, it's going right now. $80 free shipping. That's only like $20 over retail.
Yeah, you're gonna pay $75 to $100.
Well, let's
Oh, 56.
Are we actually watching Brian buy something on eBay?
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's not the first time it's
Yeah.
happened.
Given the joy we know he's getting out of that, isn't that a little voyeuristic?
It's the
Yeah,
future.
It's a little creepy, I guess. Yeah.
Yeah, and I'm not sure this is the direction we want to take the show.
That's true. Speaking of, let's just go ahead and wrap things up this week. Guys, thank you for being here.
That's it.
That's it.
That's the show.
That's
Wow.
it. That's it. That's Radio Free Cybertron for this week. I need sleep, guys. I just can't cut it. I just want to have to go crash.
Tuesday.
I'm going to
That was
eat.
cool.
This
You know,
is, this
Brian,
is
I'm pretty
Brian's
sure-
answer. This comeback is Brian's answer to the Xbox update.
No,
Yeah,
Brian, I'm pretty sure that you being able to cut it and not having slept are not really related.
Oh, XV. That's
Damn.
love you too.
Parting shot. Have a
Okay.
good night's sleep, Brian.
Yeah, so thank you guys for being here. Thank you all for watching. We'll be back next week. Follow us on Twitter at TFRadio. Facebook.com/TFRadio is our Facebook fan page. And go to Google+. It's like some crazy long URL, but if you go to tfradio.net, which is our website, you can click on the Google Plus link, and you can join our circle or circle us or whatever in the heck it's called.
people use Google Plus.
Yeah, a lot of people, but everyone is still using the old Google Plus account that has my name on it instead of like the real Google Plus account. So if you're doing that, that's not cool. Just use the real Radio Free Cybertron. So Google Plus, actually, the pages kind of suck right now because you can only have one owner. So
it's the same thing as the actual Google, like.
Yeah, basically, except it's less useful. So
yeah. So.
Okay, well, guys, thank you again.
Google
We will be
Assets.
back next week.
Thank you.
Bye.
Bye-bye.
This has been Radio Free Cybertron. Visit us at tfradio.net for show notes and to subscribe to the podcast. Follow us on Twitter at tfradio for news and updates. Watch our live stream at tfradio.net/live. Join our Facebook fan page at facebook.com/tfradio. Subscribe to our YouTube channel, TF Radio Network. Have a question or comment? Leave it on our Facebook fan page or mail it to contact@tfradio.net. Copyright 2011 Radio Free Cybertron.